741 here, Big 550 KTRS. Let's check in with Kathy Helbig, who is a real estate guru, and she's our good friend, joins us every Thursday. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning, guys.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about how to win the offer. This market's been kind of crazy with multiple offers. When a good house comes on the market, there's anywhere from 2 to 10 offers on it. So wanted to talk a little bit to our audience today about how to stack the odds in your favor.
Yeah, how to sell it, baby.
Exactly.
All right, what do we do?
So
First,
number one,
hold on a second. After calling Kathy Helbig, what do we do?
After calling our group, absolutely.
Right.
Make sure, like I was just going to say, you're aligned with somebody that is familiar with working with multiple offers, because it is a completely different bird. And you do have to pick up the phone, call the other side, try to get as much information as possible that seller, little hot points that seller has. So closing dates, inclusions, exclusions, do they need to have possession after closing for a day or two to get out? Any little caveats that can help you stack the contract in your favor is what you need to be doing. So you got to do your homework. Also be prepared to pay list or go over list. So mentally get yourself prepared for that, and also get yourself financially prepared for that. So your pre-approval letters are in the file, ready to go. Also, there's something called an escalation clause, and a lot of agents that aren't used to dealing in a market like this, they don't even know what that is. So we have people on our listings present offers that we can tell they're written by agents that really are not that experienced. And unfortunately, that buyer just doesn't even have a shot.
What is an escalation clause?
That clause is a price escalation. So basically, if you have a house that they're asking $250 for, and you know there's going to be multiple offers, what happens is you can say, well, I'm going to offer $250, but I'll also agree to pay, let's see, $1,000 over the highest competing offer to me, not to exceed blank.
Right.
So now you just raised your price by a certain amount of money. So if they get another offer that comes in at $151, you weren't just beat out by $1,000 when you were willing to pay up to $255 or $260 for that house.
How do you know they really have a second offer, and how do you know
they have to present it? So again, knowing somebody that knows how to do this, we know the legal language to put into your offer to make sure that no one's playing games with you, and that you didn't just have the seller manipulate something to get a higher offer.
Do those letters, when you send, personal letters to
Kelly, that was my next thing.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, definitely. The cover letter works. I mean, anytime that we're in a multiple offer situation on houses that are not our listing, we are winning those multiple offers over 90% of the time, so long as our client can hang in there with the price. But because of the terms, because we know how to write it, because we know how to do those cover letters that pull at the heartstrings, those are all important, because you've got 5 or 6 legal contracts sitting in front of you as a seller, and you got to start making determinations of who you're narrowing it down to. So that letter helps more than people realize. It makes it personalized. It puts a face onto that contract. You also, this is not the time to go in and talk about all the negatives of that person's house. This is where you're going in and saying, we can see ourselves living in this wonderful home that you've maintained, and our family's going to play in the field, blah, blah, blah. That's the stuff that sellers like to hear. I mean, everybody's in love with their house for the most part, and they want to pass it on to somebody else.
Really good stuff. There you go. Kathy Helbig Group. She's got a full team to help you. 314-276-SOLD. The first thing you want to do when buying or selling a house is call Kathy Helbig, and her entire team will help you out. Kathy, thanks for checking in.
Thanks, guys.
745, Big 550 KTRS.